The whole state has considered this to the south. So, as an indigene of Irele, which is a member of a local government that made up the south, I am qualified to approach, to attempt, and to win this exercise. Sir, even if I have introduced myself to the members of this, to this great gathering in my earlier speech, I will not cease to introduce myself. I am a graduate of, I'm a graduate in accounting in Yaba Tech. I am also a chartered accountant. After that, I've intensified effort to train myself home and abroad. I've applied to University of Liverpool for my master's in corporate finance. Also, in abroad, I also attempted a certificate course that qualified me today as a negotiator in Massachusetts University. Locally, I've attempted I've attended an institution that qualified me today as associate member of Nigeria Shipping Council. Sir, I've worked in one or two places. I've worked in Econ Petroleum as an accountant. I've worked in Somerset Energy as chief finance officer. I've worked in Bear Point as head of finance and operation. And I've also worked in Adas and Oli Group as head of commercial in Nigeria. Sir, I've also worked as a CEO of Arowolo Group of Company. And I'm sure with this profile, I've displayed enough intellectual and academic capacity to run for Ondo State governorship. Sir, I have been exposed. Even in politics, I've been exposed to various activities in politics. As you know, I am a current member of House of Representatives. Before that, I was appointed by our late governor as member of Post-telecast Council. So all this to me and to yourself too, you know, qualify me to run for this position. Sir, I have interest in this position to make changes. The position of the governor is like a CEO of Ondo State. And I know that as somebody who is aspiring, you ought to have looked at where Ondo State is coming from and where Ondo State is going. And I'm happy to let you know that in terms of agric, in terms of security, in terms of energy, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of entrepreneur, in terms of energy, in terms of health, that I will not start from scratch. Our governor, our able governor that started, have provided a good ground for me to start from. And that is why it will be an easy task for me. For example, if I intend to govern Ondo State, I should know that Ondo State is endowed with agricultural products. In the central, we have cocoa. In the south, we have plantation and other crops. and it did not. We have rice and others. So, Ondo State is indeed endowed with agricultural products. With what my predecessors have done in area of agriculture, the only thing I can promise you is that if I become the governor of Ondo State, I will ensure that 80% of agriculture is mechanized. Because as we speak, no such in Ondo State. I will ensure it's mechanized. That is just the story. People that knows me know that when I say things, it is like a law. I will mechanize agriculture in Ondo State, in all the 18 local governments. Also, if you elect me as your governor, I am going to go to address the health sector. Currently, we know what it is, but I've seen some lapses that I can grow from. As your governor, I am going to ensure what we call health subsidy to address some challenges in health sector. In Ondo State, I can say predominantly, I can say that we have hypertension and sugar that is killing our people, and the cost to combat it is not, if you check it compared to what you have now today as minimum wage, a person that have sugar today cannot combat sugar successfully. However, as a governor that have seen this ahead of time, Ondo State will be known, and every health center you see, you are going to get sugar and BP drugs free of charge. Sir, as also somebody you want to appoint, infrastructure is also an important arm of what we are talking about. Ondo State, we know for a time, we have vast land, vast water bank for everything that can come to Ondo State via water. Ondo State have good land, and thank God for our presidents that have created a blue economy. We are going to just merely launch into it to ensure that we take good advantage of it. Ondo State have the longest and the deepest draft in Nigeria. I don't know why it has not been done, but all I'm going to tell you is that we are going to tap it to ensure that Ondo State start reaping the opportunity in blue economy. Also, we also have entrepreneur and education development. My brother, you will agree with me that in Ondo State we still call Cotonou labor. We still call labor that were trained from another country. I'm telling you, having me as your governor, we are going to have a vocational center that will have on intermittent basis graduates that can withstand any quality in every part of the world. My brother, it's also very important to note that energy is an important aspect of our economy. We are going to partner, having me as a governor, we are going to partner with good private sector to ensure that every organization in Ondo State have access to electricity. Sir, it is also important to know that as we speak, we have 4 local governments in the south that is completely under darkness. That is the reason why it is so important to concentrate to the south. And as I speak, sir, Ondo State, I'm sure you have, everybody in Ondo State is looking at the south to produce the governor. And I know that we, the Southerner, we are also looking at within ourselves to ensure that APC will not produce anybody that can be outshined by any party. Because we know that as a party and as a region, we have challenges that is confronting us. And some of these challenges cannot be addressed in 4 years. So we are hopeful that this is our turn and we will not negotiate it for any other thing. We are going to address every of our challenges in accordance with the constitution provided by Nigeria and by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are going to address this situation. As we know, where can they run to? The seaside incursion that bemoan Araromi. They are crying, but we can do this if we have the normal tenor that is provided within the constitution. So I am appealing to this gathering, and I was also appealing to my party, the leadership of my party, not to make a mistake, because it is good, and we all know that today in Ondo State, APC own all the party in Ondo State. We are predominant and we can win election. But we are saying this to the hierarchy of the party, that we can win election to the extent that they adhere to what we know here. What we know here is that it is the turn of South, and the South will not play politics with it. We want the party to flag a candidate. I am not preaching myself. I am not preaching myself. But we want the party to flag a candidate that can utilize our opportunity. What is our opportunity? Our opportunity is that as a Southerner, we have 8 years. We will not negotiate for anything less than 8 years. We will not tolerate it under any guise. We have capable people in the South. We have qualified people in the South. We have people that can address the challenge of the South, including myself. We will not negotiate for anything less than 8 years from the South. And we are appealing to the leadership of APC. As we speak, APC can win election in Ondo State because we are predominantly APC state. But our adversary is looking, and they are watching us to make this decision. And that is why we that are aspirant, we are talking to the APC that we should be very careful not to run into the trap of our enemy. As we speak, Ondo State can win election with any aspirant in APC. I say it, Ondo State can win the candidate of APC with any aspirant. I will not even reduce it to anything, because when we see that the person is a person that can stay for 8 years, we will all rally around the person and we will win the party. We will win the ticket by November. But our adversary is waiting for us to make a mistake. And that is why I'm using this opportunity to beg the party. Don't make mistake. Ondo State, as we speak, is APC state. All opposition, they are almost silent. But don't wake them up. If you make mistake, you will wake them up. Don't make mistake. We are ready with anyone, and I know you have a credible system that can produce it, but you need to really emphasize on anyone that can make APC to struggle in this contest. As we speak, APC will not struggle. So I plead to you And I plead to our leaders, and I have said that today, that APC will not negotiate for anything, because it has to do with development. The people that are doing party in Ondo State, they are no more than 10% of the voters. We don't want to be struggled in November. We want to face our opposition with adequate strategy, adequate ability, so that at the end of the day, we can just make it a walkover. But if you attempt to bring anybody that is short of 8 years before us, it is going to be a struggle. And you also know that Southwest, we have 6 states in Southwest. 2 is in the hands of PDP. Don't make APC to slip into the hands of PDP. We are begging. Please make it as a law, as part of your standard, as part of your, let everybody that cannot do APC, that cannot do it yet in the South, screen them out. They will not affect you. If you screen them out, anybody that flag your ticket in APC will win the election. We are APC state. Please don't jettison our call. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you. This is what I need to cry to the national, because Omo'Ba Jimi Odimayo, I enjoy what we call zoning in Oktikpa Irele. Oktikpa, it is not a law. They do 2, we do 1 in Irele. But in my last election, when Oktikpa attempted to do 3, the people of Oktikpa, even PDP, voted for me. They voted their son out. In his own local government, he has 3 wards. And in the 3 wards, I won the 3 wards. The king, everybody in the town, they came out to vote for me. So I know what I'm talking about, and that is why I'm crying it. Please, don't jettison our call. It is important, it is compulsory, and it is fair. Don't become sentimental because of something that will ruin APC chances. Thank you very much. I approve.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Omo'Ba Jimi Odimayo. Gentlemen of the press, you have just heard the gubernatorial aspirant, Omo'Ba Jimi Odimayo, really out his strategies and what he's going to do when he becomes the governor. So now, please, Omo'Ba, please, we will hand over the microphone to journalists. They have 1 or 2 questions to ask. So, and we are very confident that you will give a very good response to those answers, to those questions, going by your pedigree. Thank you so much. Number 1.
Thank you.
The journalists will just stand up, introduce themselves, and go straight to the question. Please, if somebody has asked a question before, please don't let us repeat it again. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Honorable. My name is Bolu Esho. I write for independent newspapers.
Thank you.
Sir, please let him say. There is this insinuation that your national leadership is going to dictate who becomes the standard bearer of your party, irrespective of whatever grand work that has been done in the state. That is one. My second question is this. There is this issue during the revalidation of members of your party, and we learned that some aspirants were even given the opportunity to pay the dues for some members of the party. Don't you see this as a way of providing platform for vote buying, since your party is using direct mode of primaries? Thank you.
Please, our aspirant, please. I think we asked about 2, 3, or 5 questions so that you provide answers to them at once. Okay.
Good afternoon, our able aspirant. My name is Jimi Adedeji. I report for Gov'T Television. Sir, my question is this. I want to pick you from what you've just said now, that you've been laying emphasis on saying that the party should please not to pick anybody that will spend less than 8 years, and that whosoever they pick, definitely you will love to support the person indirectly. I want to ask you now, sir, that are you saying emphatically that even if on the line, even if you are not picked, are you going to support whosoever that comes on board as the flag bearer of the party? Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. We just have one question more, and that will be all.
Honorable, my name is Kunle Ajibogo. I'm the publisher of Nigerian News Notes, an online newspaper. Honorable, this is the era of endorsement. Many of your co-aspirants have been saying they have been endorsed, either by the president, the national chairman of the party, or the late governor. Sir, we want to know who is backing you.
Thank you so much, sir. The last question said he wants to know who is patrolling you, sir. Sorry, sir, we just have one question here from the Nation newspaper.
My name is Otabo Friday Osagi. I report for Nation newspaper. Sir, how many local governments are you sure that you can win in the primaries? And if you were asked to step down, which of the aspirants will you step down for?
Okay. Thank you so much. Please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the members of the press. And let me say this. I fall in love with your question because all of them are political. So it all shows that we are all political animals. So, and let me address the first question here. Membership due, which is an ongoing exercise in APC now. You said some members are paying for people. Some aspirants are paying. Can I tell you that even me as Omo'Ba Jimi, I pay for my aspirant, some lovely one. Some people told me I don't need to pay. So, if I have empathy on somebody that loves me and he cannot pay, the onus is on me to pay or to get easy the person. But as I tell you, in APC today, they have made voting to be valuable. Valuable in the sense that you cannot just say you want to vote because you are a member of APC, but you can only vote because you are financial members. So it's either you beg somebody to pay for you or somebody pay for you. And as we speak, everybody in APC is lobbying one person or the other to pay for them. So it makes what is done for APC is that it makes membership to be valuable. It makes membership to be somebody that you can trust. So, and as we speak, it is going on well. That is all I need to say about that. Nobody dictates Aspirant. Even if you want to dictate Aspirant, my brother, let me tell you this. Let me assume that I have coordinators that tell me today that we have 200 members in one local government. I don't know them. Those people have their interests. Those people have their passion, the person they want. Even if I pay for them, my brother, on the day of election, they are going to exercise their vote to somebody they know. This exercise have helped APC to stop vote buying. Nobody can buy your interest except the person you really love. Nobody can buy your interest except somebody you trust. Sir, the exercise that I've engaged in have put all aspirants in a challenges, and we are addressing the challenges. And we know that these challenges is for the best interest for all the aspirants. Thank you very much, sir. Second question. Somebody asked that less than 8 years, that if the person that as I'm campaigning now, that if APC pick anybody, wouldn't they say the person is a kangaroo arrangement of APC? Sir, what I want to tell you is that APC is a party, and I can tell you that more than 80% of these party members are indigent. We have good number of this party that want true party representative with what APC have adopted. Sir, as we speak, everybody is struggling to make up his own quotas. Nobody is at advantage. And if anybody is speak today, the person will represent APC, because we believe that if APC pick anybody today, the person you pay for today, you don't know his interest. The person will vote for his own choice. So that resolve that. Thank you very much. The next question is asking of any endorsed candidate. It is the first time in Nigeria that APC, the biggest party in Africa, is doing election today in 10 days. And you, journalists, you cannot say that this is the preferred candidate. And I challenge you today, if you have anybody that is a preferred candidate, I challenge you to say it. As we speak, we have incumbent that is aspiring. We have people that are powerful, that have money. But you can say today that there is nobody that you can say as today that is HBC aspirant. That is the beauty of democracy. That is the beauty of democracy. And with this, that as what you have put forward, I totally submit to his government, and I know that he's doing well. He's going to lead this nation to prosperity. He's going well. Every other aspirant that he has even dabbled to go to rivers, we have seen that they have educated well. Sir, with this, we are hopeful, and we put our total trust in APC, because we know that the number one will never play politics with everybody in the party. Lastly, you said, who will I support? That is inside my stomach, and I don't mean, I cannot reveal that to you. If we come together as an aspirant, I have somebody I want to support. If we don't come, I have somebody I have to support. But I know that from A to Z, I have actually profiled all the aspirants, and I know that what I have in mind is what I profile. The people that have this quality, they are the people that I profile. So I know that by the grace of God, is either.
Welcome back from the live telecast. We'll now continue with our regular programs. Stay tuned. U.S. State of Ohio, by the publisher of the New Americans magazine, Deba Owade. Thank you for joining us on the news this hour. Day by day, we seem to be hearing more voices of concerns across the globe as to the humanitarian crisis in Israel. And in what seems the strongest criticism yet, we're hearing from U.S. President Biden raising issues with Israel's approach,